Hello, my name is Jelelle Awen, and this video is to give you an introduction and an overview to a 33-day video series that I am offering starting on January 1st, 2019. And for 33 days, I'm going to be showing up in the moment to share whatever's coming up in my heart to share with you. And there's a spontaneity to it, but I will also be following an outline of different topics and terrains and territories that I'm feeling will be useful for the process of what I'm calling a deepening. And the name of the series is called Deepen. And that is what I would say is the intention of it, is to really deepen the interconnections between all the parts of you that I'm going to be bridging to and introducing you to and giving you some teachings about. And also a bridging and a deepening with your relationship with the divine, your relationship with your star family, your relationship with other timelines, and what we call Metasoul aspects, and also deepening or completing your relationships with others. And so for 33 days, I'll be offering teachings and then a guided meditation. So last year I did this. The series was called Metamorphosis. I got it downloaded to me just a couple of days before January 1st, 2018. So it was a very spontaneous kind of download. And I didn't know where I was going. So I would just show up every day and respond to whatever was in my heart, what had been coming up in sessions, what the ascension energies were, but it really wasn't thought out. So when I decided to do this again, when I was guided to do it again, because 2019 is going to be, it feels like, a very catalytic year for a lot of souls really moving into their higher timeline, and that has certainly been true for me so far leading into 2019. But I wanted to give it some more thought and, dare I say, planning. So that is what I've done. I have outlined, and I will share with you in a link where we're going to go in these 33 days. So with that, you can also choose if there's certain days that the topic or the theme is something that's very resonant for you and you want to make sure to watch it. Although these will not be recorded live, as in they're not a live stream that you can only catch once. You'll be able to watch them whenever is convenient for you. These videos will be available on my Facebook feed, and they will also be available on our blog, our Soulful Heart blog. They will also be available on our Soulful Heart Experience YouTube channel. So there will be all kinds of ways that you can interface with these videos, and you can engage with them sequentially if you want. I do kind of see that each day will build on itself, so you may not understand the content of day 12 if you haven't watched it from the beginning. But I also feel you could just let your soul guide you and pick a particular day or topic or theme that really resonates for you and calls you because it's important or maybe even urgent. So I'm going to be offering these videos every day. They will probably be around a half an hour max, more like 20 minutes. But I also will be offering this year 2 group sessions to go along with them. And those will happen on 2 Saturdays during the series, January 12th and February 2nd, which happens to be the last day of the series. So those are available to you if you're getting into the videos and you have a lot coming up with the meditations and you want to share with me and digest what's coming up and maybe get a perspective on it or some next steps or next places you could go. You can join one or both of those groups And the groups are $11 donation, minimum US donation per group. And I'll give you a link and how you can offer that if you'd like to come to those. And of course the videos themselves are free, and I really gratefully accept any donations that you would like to offer in exchange for the videos. It's a bit to show up for every day. I remember last year it was kind of almost felt like a marathon or something. Every day arose beautifully. And I so loved it, and I felt like I got so many gifts from it in my own process. So whatever it is I'm saying will happen for you, or could happen for you. Last year it was this metamorphosis, this moving out of the cocoon and the caterpillar stage into being more of that butterfly self, that awakening self. This year I feel like it'll be about a deepening or a deepen feeling. Where you'll have much more sense, I think, just even in doing the meditations, much more sense of your soul and yourself. And that is my favorite thing in the world, is to start to put your own soul pieces together so that something that looked obscure and not clear and fuzzy, and you may even have been what we call fused to it emotionally, begins to become clearer for you. It starts to have form and shape, and you can begin to put the pieces together. And that essentially is what we offer in our process called SoulFullHeart. You're getting a good taste of it through this series. This is creating a bridge to the work that we do in our individual sessions and in our group sessions. So this will also give you, if you've been kind of wondering or feeling into having a one-on-one session with me or another facilitator, this will probably give you a good sense if you want to do that or not, and if you're guided to do that. I will be talking quite a bit about the actual process as we go, sharing examples from probably sessions that I'm having while I'm doing it, but also my own process. And this is my way of life, so I can't help but have it flow into what I'm offering. And that's the exciting part about it. I don't have to perform any of this. This is how I live my life. So I'm essentially inviting you into this is actually my bedroom, into my bedroom with me every day, and we will see where it goes. The other thing is that I have my beloved SoulFullHeart facilitators joining me for 10 out of the 33 days. So Jelelle Awen will be joining me, and Kalena Calibri, Gabriel Hartman, they're all SoulFullHeart facilitators, and my daughter, Rayana, will be joining me too. And that essentially will sort of weave in. I wanted to give you an idea of where we're going here in these 33 days, although the entire outline is available at the link I'll send you, or you'll see in the description. This just gives you an overview of the land to see how engaged you want to get with it and how interesting you think it might be and relevant to you. So we will connect with all of the main parts of the self. These are usually parts. When we say parts, we're usually referring to energies, aspects, fragments, subpersonalities formed from this life primarily and in response to this life. So those parts, they will each get their own guided meditation and their own day, essentially. So you will meet or connect deeper with your inner protector, your inner child, your inner mother and father, your inner teenager, and a part we call the gatekeeper, which is kind of more of a soul aspect. So we will also be getting into that. I'll be providing meditations that allow a bridge or a portal to these other timelines. Of course, I can't make it specific to you, but what I'm hoping is that it will set the stage for you. And in going into this stage that I set up, you will make your own connections, which is the point of all of this. So we also work a lot with aspects from other timelines, not just as a retrieval or as a regression, but as a relationship. So really creating a relationship with these aspects. Some of the timelines that I feel are most pressing for a lot of people are Lemurian timelines, Atlantean timelines, and also galactic timelines and star family. So another part you'll be meeting is your star seed, which is a specific energy of, it's not the inner child, this life energy, but it's kind of what the inner child transmutes into. And the starseed child is really the part of us that feels abandoned here on Earth in 3D life with our birth families. And there can often be a lot of abandonment pain there, but that part also has a lot of magic. So you will have the opportunity to meet that part too. And I want to say too that all these meditations are, again, a stage. So the stage is set, and then it will go wherever you need it to go. Whatever you're needing at that time, you might end up in a completely different place than I'm guiding, and that's what's exciting about it. So it's really an opportunity to see what your higher self wants you to see. And I think these kind of opportunities are rare in this very visceral way. It isn't just about reading something, having a momentary inspiration, but is really a visceral experience. And that's really why I decided this year to do a guided meditation every day, because I felt people needed to, I wanted you to deepen into that experience and not just hear me mentally describe something like a star seed and, oh, that sounds interesting, but to actually feel and start to see and start to know what that means for you. That's where it gets exciting and hopeful, and whole new possibilities of healing karma and trauma and not having them come back again. Actual transmutation. So the other thing that, I write about energy updates a lot. I write about ascension energies a lot. So I've definitely woven in that as well. We will work with your ascension chakras, the chakras above your head. So you will get really a more visceral sense of them. We will work with the light body, your ascension body, and how it is changing, and hopefully bring in energies that will soothe it. And I will be connecting to, this will be happening during the January 11th portal. It will also be happening during a total lunar eclipse. So we'll be connecting in real time to those energies, which I usually write about. But I'll be downloading and offering you the codes to those. And the codes to me are an open door. They are whatever you are meant to experience of them, not what I say they are, but what your higher self wants you to experience in them. So we will be going there as well. And the other thing we'll be diving into is relationships. The social area of life being, I think, the most challenging one that also offers the most growth. So we're going to be looking at that and feeling into that from a sacred union perspective. My beloved Raphael will be joining me, and we're in a just recently knew a rising place together after letting go and completing our previous relationship. So we'll be talking about that. That is very fresh and new. He'll be coming on with me, and he'll be sharing about that, and we'll also be exploring it inside from the sacred union within and the masculine and feminine energies from inside. We'll also be exploring it from a birth family perspective versus soul family perspective. We'll also be exploring it from the divine and the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and what are they offering about their relationship with each other, and then how we internalize that inside. So that really gives you a lay of the land, and you can feel into as you go how involved you want to be, how much you want to let in, how much you want to comment, whether you want to be part of the groups, whether you want to start individual sessions with one of us. It really is, I'm hoping, a very intentional bridge to a deeper experience of the sacred human that you are. So thank you for joining me in whatever ways and means that you do, and I so look forward to seeing where we go. Thank you.